I bring you, good people, sad news. This week's Sewing Sunday video is cancelled. Well, I mean, it's not actually cancelled because this is a Sewing Sunday video, but let me explain. Or even better, let me spin ye a yarn. Just glasses on so I can see. Once upon a time, there was a girl called Abby, and she had lots of things to sew for a sewing video. However, for the past 2 weeks, she's had to go and work at a muggle job, which means she hasn't had a lot of time for doing things like sewing. So last weekend, when she finally sat down at her sewing machine, she saw, to her dismay, that she'd run out of thread. Wherever can I get some more, she thought, for the girl lived in a kingdom known as the Middle of Nowhere, and there were no shops around that sold the thread she needed. Also, her muggle job meant that she was out such hours of the day that once she was finished, there was no time to go and seek thread. So instead, she did what any self-respecting 21st century person would do and went online. She ordered some thread from a magical delivery website that isn't called Amazon or eBay, and ordered the thread she needed to be delivered by the end of the week. However, a few months previously, the girl's brother-in-law had had a birthday, and she had ordered something else off this delivery website and set it to be delivered straight to his home. Unbeknownst to the girl, she had yet to swap her default address back, and so her thread did arrive by the end of the week, but at her brother-in-law's house, who just so happens to be at the complete opposite end of the country. And thus, he promised to send her the thread in due course. But alas, it meant that this week's Sewing Sunday project was not to be. The end. I mean, I can't wait for the sequel. What's going to happen? And so that is why I have a whole bunch of unfinished projects downstairs and nothing for this Sewing Sunday video. Or maybe I do. So as I said when I started these Sewing Sunday videos, all the projects I'm doing at the minute are kind of things I already have, so they're already clothes that I'm either altering or fixing, or I'm making them into something else, but I'm always taking a pre-made thing like a dress or a cardigan and making it into something else. But I have been doing something sneakily on the side and not filming it, and that I've been making clothes. Get ready for this. From scratch. And by that I mean I've literally taken a piece of material that is a square-ish shape and making it into items of clothing. I mean, it's pretty obvious what it means now I think about it. So anyway, what I thought I would do is kind of show you some of the things that I've been making. If there's any that particularly tickle your fancy and you want to see how to make, then let me know. Put a comment down below, because I'm all about that interactive content, yo! And I'll make a video where I will remake it and show you how to make one. So the reason I haven't filmed making any of these is because when I'm making these Sewing Sunday videos, the filming aspect of it actually probably takes up more time and brain power than actually making the thing, because you're having to sit there going, what angles do I need? What shots have I got? Am I doing voiceover at this point? Am I talking to the camera? What am I talking about? What am I doing? And so adding that on top of also going, what am I making? What things am I cutting out? Do I sew in here? Does it fit? I don't know. Is not a good idea. And I kind of wanted to just focus on how to make the things. Just noticed a spider on my wall. Okay, it's only small, it's fine. Have kind of half my mind on making and half on filming and going, what is that? But now I've got to the point where I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang of making stuff from scratch. I've made quite a few different things. I'm quite proud of them. I have worn them out in the real world and no one's gone, I take that as a win. So on that note, let's show you what I made. So the first thing I made is something I've actually been wearing this entire time. So I got a load of very beautiful velvet burgundy material from a thrift shop. And now, because I'm all about that interactive content, yo, here's a little quiz for you. How much did I buy this burgundy corduroy material for? Was it A, 50p, B, £5, C, my immortal soul? Just give you a minute to choose your answer. If you chose £5, you'd be wrong. It was actually 50p. 50. It couldn't have been My Immortal Soul. I've already sold that to learn all the words to Hamilton. One woman show coming soon. I am not throwing away my shot. So with this rather fabulous material, one of the first things that I made was just a massive skirt because I love the drama. It also has pockets. I really love this. It's all dramatic and it's like, hey, I'm here for buying some milk because I'm at the supermarket, but I'll wear this anyway. And I'm really excited to wear this as it's getting a bit colder. Oh, it just feels really luxurious and kind of gothic, and like I should be running through a castle with a candlestick. Ooh. Do you ever used to do this as kids with candles and then pretend you were witches? Just me? Never mind. So yeah, so this is just a big old skirt. For the 50p that I spent on this material, it actually was a massive amount of it, and I had enough to make this. So this is the first dress I have ever made completely from scratch. And it was through making this dress that I learned about a very special quality of velvet. If you light it one way, it kind of goes matte and one colour. If you look at it the other way, it looks darker and more shiny, which, as you can see, when I made the skirt, is made out of panels that I cut. I didn't look at which direction the velvet was going, and now they look like slightly different colours. And it's a bit like a kind of checkered effect, which, you know, it's totally planned, totally on purpose. Now this dress is also unfinished. I'm still going to put some pockets on it, I'm going to put some buttons down it, needs a bit of sewing as well around here, but I just can't finish it yet. And because, again, I'm all about that interactive content, yo, let's have another little quiz. So, what do I need to finish this dress? Is it A, the motivation to do anything with my life other than rewatch horrible histories for the 17th time? Is it B, you live in a fair and just society that is governed by people with our best interests at heart, rather than political or monetary gain? Or is it C, black thread? Again, I'll just leave a second for you to choose your answer. And of course the answer is all three! But mostly black thread. But once I've got the black thread, I'll be able to finish this off and it will all be swell and dandy. If you want to see how to make a very simple dress, then I can make that. If you want, let me know. Oh, God. That was a lot more effort than I thought it was to get back up. I was pretty sure that I may have broken my little toe this morning because I ran into a wall. Like, I broke this little toe a few years ago by running into actually the exact same piece of wall, and it's that same kind of pain, so I think I may have broken my little toe. Which is awful because there's nothing you can do about a broken toe. Like, literally, it's just like, yeah, and just kind of wait for it to heal. That was a very strange tangent. Anyway, on to the next thing that I've made. So this is something that I made, if you cast your mind back to when the sun still shone, it was still warm outside. Summer, some people call it. Although I don't know why I'm getting all kind of wistful for summer, because anyone who spent any period of time with me will know that I'm definitely like a winter, autumn, cold, rain weather person. I hate the heat and sun. Not a fan. But anyway, this is just a oh, that was really a dramatic hair flip. I've got the dramatic skirt on again, so everything I do becomes super dramatic. Hair flip. Hair flip. Did anyone else, and in like a pool, try and do that thing that Ariel does in Little Mermaid? You know the bit where like she comes out the water and she does a hair flip and all the hair goes like back like perfectly? No? Just me? Okay then. But yeah, so this is just a super simple summer top with kind of straps, and it ties in the back, so it's a bit more interesting and also easier to make because you don't really have to fit it to yourself because you tie it, so there's no like measuring involved. It's just like get some long strips and tie them. And I made this out of an old pair of curtains, and after this top I decided to make autumn winter top in this same material. This is actually my second attempt at a top of this style, and you all wanted a top with like big extra sleeves on it. I did make another one of these a lot earlier this year that turned out not so great. This was my second attempt at one, but it worked out really well, even though it took me about 2 weeks. And here is a representation of my mind and my face and my spirit through most of the making process. it down. I've got it down. I know how to make it now. And I'm really pleased with the outcome of this. I wear this all the time. Although with this skirt, I mean, it's like extra upon extra upon extra. All I need is a cape. Wait a second. It's me. What? I'm late. Oh no. A queen is never late. Everyone else is simply early. I cannot stress enough how much I adore this fur cape. I mean, it's not real fur, I actually got this 10 years ago now for my sister's wedding. She had a very beautiful December wedding. I was one of the bridesmaids, and she said to us all that we could get a kind of cream or white accessory to help keep us warm during the day, and pictures and stuff. My other sister went for like a nice little gilet type thing. Other bridesmaids went for like shawls, or you know, them kind of, what are they called? Like cashmere. I know the word. What is it? Pashmina. Pashminas, that's the word. I went for like very nice cream white pashminas and whatnot. I went fur cape, and I've loved it ever since. And that is the story of my fur cape. Not real fur, fake fur cape. But back to the clothes, what I done make from stuff. So the last thing I'm going to show you is something that is my most current work in progress. It's not fully finished yet, but I'll show you what it is at the minute, and it is this skirt. But wait, is it a skirt? No, it's a pinafore! What? It's not like a massive twist. It's not like M. Night Shyamalan twist, but you know, I've got to keep these videos exciting. But yes, this really lovely green and orange tartan material, zip in the back. It's also got pockets. Boom, boom, boom. Oops. Oh, excuse me. So what I've got to do now is get some straps on this bad boy. I have actually run out of this rather lovely material though for the straps, so I need to get something else, but I'm going on a trip to the thrift store later this week, so I will get something to use as straps, I'm sure. And yeah, then this will be complete. It'll just be a nice little wintry autumn pinafore with pockets. What? I really so much. But yeah, so that's everything that I have made from scratch so far. I hope you've enjoyed having a trip. I was going to say down memory lane, but it's not memories because I've literally just made them, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, if there's any of these items that you're like, ooh, I like that, I want to make that myself, let me know, and I will make a whole video dedicated to how to make these things, because I didn't do a video about them before, but I can do it now. I can redo it. I can remake these with different. I can make them again, because I'd make them again, and I'll make them for you. We can have video times of sewing Sundays of making things. So hopefully next week we will have my actual projects that I need to get finished, because I will have my black thread. And I also have something quite exciting planned to do for Halloween. Ooh. It won't be a sewing Sunday, but it will be a thing that I do that I'm excited for. So I'm gonna do it. So look out for that. Boom! But yeah, that's kind of it. I have no idea how to finish this. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I publish and brag, but dag, amaze and astonish. The problem is I got a brighter brain, but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word I drop. Knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. Shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech, unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets getting colder. I shoulder every burden. Disadvantage, I learn to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out my name.